What's up, everybody? My name is Cameron J, and today you are getting to know me. I'm 25 years old right now. I will be 26 on November 3rd. I was born in 1991. I am originally from Dale City, Oklahoma. I live in Atlanta, Georgia right now. This is probably the question that I get the most. Actually, I had the idea that I wanted to do a sort of alter ego character that was like obsessed with me, right? So the idea was just floating around, and then one day I was in the thrift store with my cousin, and I found this little blue jacket and this blue wig, and I said, these are gonna be the character right here. Even then, it wasn't an instant thing. I went off to college. This was maybe like a year or two later, and I was bored in my dorm room, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a video. So that was the first STARRKEISHA video I ever made, and I think she was like calling me saying I owed her money or something like that. The person that made me feel like I could do anything was Mrs. Beyonce Knowles Carter, the Queen Bee herself. I did a medley years ago of her songs, and she posted it on her Facebook and on her website, and she wrote me a little note, and it said, Cameron J, what the hey, you are amazing. And that was really a turning point in my career, because it was kind of like, if Beyonce says it, there's got to be some truth to it. I mean, she is Beyonce. So that really just gave me a lot of confidence going forward and inspired me to really do what I was doing, which at the time was very different. I mean, people, the internet has become more adapted to craziness, but at the time what I was doing was like out of the box. And since then I've gotten more recognition from other artists. You know, most recently I got a shout out from Bruno Mars, and that was really cool and inspiring. Like somebody that you look up to, basically affirming that you actually have some sort of skill or talent. So that, in combination with, you know, of course, all the comments that I get of people telling me that I made their day or that they love my song, just stuff like that. The Petty Cheer video is one of my most popular videos to date, and it's so funny because the way I create now is so like a little bit nonchalant and passive. It's like I'll have an idea. This is what happened with the Petty Cheer video. I had an idea, said, oh, I'm gonna do where STARRKEISHA'S a bunch of cheerleaders. And I wrote it on a sticky note, put the sticky note on top of my speaker. It was there for like 2 months. One day I woke up, I was like, hey, I need to film something. And I filmed it, and it just took off. I have about 300 something videos, and majority of them were created that way. It was just an idea, write the idea down as soon as you have it, and then do it at a later date. And if it goes, it goes, and if it doesn't go, it doesn't go. I kind of, over the years, you don't want to mentally put too much, you don't want to get too excited about a video or an idea, because the reality is that that idea may not resonate with everybody. So I never really thought that that video would be as big as it was. It just was. And even then, for me, the way I think, it just created more pressure to keep creating. So I'm like, okay, the video is doing well. What am I coming out with next? You know, I never really sit in that and say, oh, the video is doing so great. Nah, what are you about to come out with next? Because the internet, the way the internet works, in 20 minutes, everybody forgets about what you did. And so you got to come out with something else. It really depends on the video. I have a wide range of types of videos that I do. So some of them, it literally will be like an hour, and some of them it's 20 something hours. I think I've gotten heavy into the green screen stuff over the past few years, so that editing takes the longest. The typical format is that a song has to be written, and then the song has to be recorded, and then the song has to be mixed, and then the video has to be planned for, and we have to make sure we have all the everything that we need for the video, props, the people, the location, all of that is set up, and then we film, and then I have to come home and I have to load the files onto the computer, look at all the files, and edit the video, and then we go into the process of figuring out when we want to release the video and what time and what, just, it's so many different elements. There's a big gap between, you know, having an idea and uploading it on the internet. So I think on average I would say about 10 hours of actual work, and that doesn't include like planning it out. Now I'm mostly inspired by the people who support me. I have a fan base now, so it's kind of like I feel obligated to keep going and to grow and try to be the best that I can be, because they're going to be inspired by seeing me, you know, watching me from the ground up. I think inspires other people. So it's important for me to keep going, to show people that they should keep going. So in a sense, I'm inspired by inspiring other people. To be honest, I never really had a lot of confidence starting the journey. It was just more so knowing that I'm gonna get better with time. It's gonna get better with time. And even now, when I look back at my old videos, I don't even know what to say about my old videos, but it definitely, in my opinion, got better with time. So I don't think you need confidence. I just think you need to trust the process and trust that you're gonna get better at whatever it is you're constantly doing. If you're consistently doing it, you'll get better. How do I deal with negativity? To be honest, I feel like I'm kind of numb to the negativity now. It's like, once you're on the internet and you're, you know, receiving all these comments or whatever, I've pretty much heard everything that someone could possibly say about me negative. It doesn't bother me. It's just like, I guess now I think of it as part of what I do, and people are gonna love you. Some people are gonna think you're like the second coming of Christ, and some people are gonna think you completely suck and you're garbage. So it just kind of it balances each other out. Pretty much everything. Everything. I've been able to make money that I never thought I would make. I'm able to travel. I'm able to have a space where I can create, and I don't have to pay for studio time. I don't have to pay for, you know, all these things. Like, my life completely now revolves around my art and my creativity, and I don't think that I would have that without a social platform. So before I go, I want to send a special thanks to YouTube for sending me my very own 2016 YouTube yearbook. I think this was sent out to all the YouTubers who have over 1 million subscribers. It says, "Hey Random Structure TV, you started your YouTube channel on August 13th, 2009. It's really cool. They personalized it with my YouTube journey. Your channel has reached 151,791,145 views. My most popular video this year, or last year, was STARRKEISHA'S Cheer Squad." And then when you go in here, you have the entertainment section, and they have all of the YouTubers who have over 1 million subscribers in entertainment. So then they have like a gaming section, and then you get to the music section. These are all of the musicians. And there's me. So once again, I just want to say thank you to YouTube for sending me this. I think it's really cool, and I'm glad to be a YouTuber. Of all the social media platforms, I personally believe that YouTube is the best for various reasons, but that's a whole nother video. All right, bye.